don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. First and 10. Metcalf. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Play action. Metcalf. He's got Mason complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Metcalf. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease, it bursts through it for a solid gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Off the play fake, Metcalf. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 35.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down, Metcalf. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give them a good 10 yards on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Calvin Austin, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sly set to boot it. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hands it off out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, Metcalf. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Play after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Taylor. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Metcalf. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game. That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Metcalf. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Slot man moves right. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They go play action here on 1st down. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Metcalf. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's complete to John Ross. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Wilson. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A final shot before break. Metcalf. Now he'll throw deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
On second down, it's Taylor. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got where he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
To throw is Wilson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That's on multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Metcalf. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Operating from the gun, Metcalf. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Back to throw. Metcalf. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And his kick is good. And they come lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You pick the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Wilson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It in with Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Gun, he'll hand this off. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, I don't know what we're seeing from the safeties. They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on third down. Metcalf. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead is down 1 now at 14-13. Bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. It's Wilson. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6 yards left on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Metcalf. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Got to give a lot of credit on that one, making a 1st down out of a play that looks like it wasn't going to get there. Ended up breaking tackles, getting his way upfield, getting the yardage. But I have to admit, it's a little disappointing defensively. Had him dead to rights, unable to get him on the ground.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And intercepted. Wilson spurred of the game. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And they'll run again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Midfield now. Here's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you can earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
Wilson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first. Managed to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here we go.
Wilson. Quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he'll let it fly for Austin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here we go, 45 seconds left, and things have boiled down to this onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down inside the 40, about the 38. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And they take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you.